What's the big advantage of going to college? To meet new people? To get a degree? What's the big disadvantage of going to college? The cost? The stress? As I walked around the campus of Minnesota State University Mankato, interviewing students about college-related stress, I was surprised with how many were able to elaborately answer my questions. It seems every student deals with college stress anywhere from once a week to every day. This combined with other types of stress like social, financial, and work stress, it's not hard to see that this is a problem. But stress isn't permanent, and surely there's some ways these students negate it, right?
I like to go work out, take a walk outside.
I work out, I go outside for walks, watch Netflix.
Mostly hanging out with my friends and working out.
I usually run long distance, like cross country. I procrastinate.
I like to play video games, hang out with friends, work out every now and then, listen to music.
Everyone has their own way of dealing with stress. You just need to try different things and figure out what works for you. There are many places on campus that students go to de-stress. One is the library. Another is the dining center. But perhaps the best resource is the counseling center. And I even interviewed one of the workers, Gabrielle Lilly.
I would say, so for me, I am a behavioral stress management instructor. So I technically do individual therapy, but I more so give students skills. So the top three reasons that students come to me would be overcoming worry. So dealing with anxiety in all sorts of situations, increasing motivation. So when students kind of get into slumps or they see some depressive symptoms, I help them overcome that. And then overcoming procrastination. We have so many students come in who just they procrastinate a lot of their assignments, and it just adds anxiety to their life, and then they don't know how to handle that load. With overcoming worry, like anxiety, anxious thoughts, probably the number one piece of advice that I start off with is asking people about their true experiences. So like with anxiety, we have a lot of irrational thoughts that are most likely never going to happen. So what we have to do is retrain the brain to look at what has actually happened in the past. Was that positive, negative? And then compare it to kind of that thought in your mind. So bringing awareness to what those thoughts are and then how to combat them with your true lived experience, and then combating them with positive or even just neutral thoughts. We ask people to incorporate a lot of mindfulness techniques. So being 100% in the moment with what I call all five senses. Because if you think about it, a lot of times when we have anxiety and we're anxious, we're either worrying about the past or regretting what we did in the past, or kind of having this anticipatory anxiety about the future. So worrying about what's going to happen. We're never in the moment if you really look at it. And so mindfulness is essentially being in the moment. And so we incorporate mindfulness exercises in addition to like breathing. Breathing is a number one way you can have like this immediate state change. So like your heart rate, your muscles, your blood pressure. And that's all of the techniques we use are completely backed up by research. So I do want to accentuate that too.